And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Now earlier on today, of course, we shared the news with you that Aston Villa were forced to buy West Midlands to police to not allow me Tel Aviv fans into the ground when they face each other later next month in the Europa League. Now, this is apparently due to the police not being able to secure safety for those away supporters. And what we have seen is this takes racial discrimination to a whole new level. Basically excluding Jewish people from attending a football game. Now, of course, this has led to a lot of outrage online. We of course have a Labour MP who is celebrating it, one that put the petition forward, and now the West Midlands police force pandering to the Islamists within Birmingham. Now, karma has weighed in on this. But what this post shows and what he's saying whilst he's condemning these actions, what it does show is that he has lost total control of his MPs because it's his own MP who's putting forward these petitions and the police force as well. As always guys, we're going to break this down, go through what's being said, but as always, please do hit the like button and hit the subscribe button for more. So, let's get on over to social media and to X. And as you can see here, Nigel Farage has weighed in. Robert Genrick has weighed in as well as stated, this takes racial discrimination to a whole new level. Nigel Farage, the Reform MP, has said. Of course, Tommy Robinson weighed into it, saying, "Welcome to modern Britain." But the outrage doesn't end there. Lots and lots of people are of course getting in on this announcement, which is quite frankly disgraceful. Let's have a little watch of this video, and then we're going to get into Keir Starmer's reaction to ban the Jewish fans from coming to Villa Park to play Aston Villa. What's he here's a video he made about a month ago. Have a look. Many residents have raised concerns about the football match which is due to take place on the 6th of November. Maccabi Tel Aviv. We've all seen those harrowing images from Amsterdam. I've started a petition to boycott Maccabi Tel Aviv. There is no space for violence or any thugs to come into Aston or indeed Birmingham. Have we seen a blatantly anti-Semitic racist decision by Aston Villa Football Club? Admittedly, with the advice of Westminster Police and the Safety Advisory Council, have we seen by all those bodies, including Villa, an anti-Semitic racist decision? That Villa fan Simon just ringing. We absolutely have. Now, whilst I want to add on to what he's saying, this is not really in Aston Villa's hands as such. It's more so from the West Midlands Police. Now, this is what Keir Starmer has had to say with regard to it. He said, "This is the wrong decision. We will not tolerate anti-Semitism on our streets. The role of the police is to ensure all football fans can enjoy the game without fear of violence or intimidation." Now, we're seeing lots of comments saying, "Well, you're literally the Prime Minister, K. It's your fault." And we also do agree with that. It is his fault. Absolutely. However, the Prime Minister actually has no control of the police as such. So, as stated, the police decide how to enforce the law in which actions take in specific cases. Neither the Prime Minister, Home Secretary, nor other politicians can order the police to arrest, change, or drop a case. What the Prime Minister can do is raise concerns, call for reviews, replace leadership indirectly. The PM can't tell a force to reopen or close a case, overall an arrest or charge decision, dictate how officers should apply the law in individual incidents. So, as for this case, if say West Midlands Police banned Israel fans from attending a match in Starmer, the PM disagreed, he couldn't order them to. We all watched and listened to those vile chants of hatred and racism, and so there's no space for that kind of behavior here in Birmingham. There's certainly no space for that kind of conduct in Aston. So, I'm very pleased that both the West Midlands Police and Aston Football Club have now written to UEFA informing them of their decision not to allow any fans from entering Birmingham and Aston. So, we got this lunatic saying that they're not going to be in our area as I want him to do. Define. And again, this is going to rumble on for a very, very long time, but certainly is a sign for things to come, where we're seeing these people in these positions actually make big decisions and excluding people, and seeing modern-day Nazism within an area due to it being heavily populated by Islamist thugs that can't control their actions. If Maccabi Tel Aviv fans came to the stadium. Priti Patel says it's outrageous that in Britain today the safety of football fans supporting Maccabi Tel Aviv cannot be guaranteed, and they've been banned from attending Villa Park. Those who have whipped up hatred and hostility have no respect for our values, and we know exactly what demographic and what part of the community or the country that is coming from. Absolutely shameless and absolutely disgusting. Let's have a little look for some more reaction. There's a moral cowardice, Kev. It says that actually those who are protesting, foreign men that we know nothing about, being moved into hotels in large SWS of young, fighting age men who are being moved into these places wholesale. You cannot protest and say that you want these people deported without that being brought up in a court of law because you're worried about the safety and protection of women and girls. But you can say that you fear Jews coming to a local football stadium and have them banned from that particular stadium. Does that not go to the very heart of the issue that we have? It's this two-tier approach to absolutely everything. You can have multiculturalism as long as it doesn't offend the one religion that apparently gets more offended than any other. And that is the reality that we have to face. There are good, decent Muslims out there. Don't get me wrong, but if we don't stand up and say that we cannot have this two-tier approach to everything from criminal justice to football matches, then we are lost as a country. That's what I think, Kev. Well said, Darren. And I think this decision that you've alerted me to